Hi everyone. I made a introduction video of the 5 different types of kits that I have for first aid, and as I mentioned in that video, please watch that video before this one. That I will do 2 follow-up videos. One on the smaller EDC that individual first aid kit that I have in my bag, and the second one on the dental first aid kit. So this one is on the dental first aid kit. So let's get started. Let's have a look. So yeah, first of all, I just keep it in a freezer bag because I want to reduce as much weight as possible without damaging integrity. So this is just just a packing wrapper that I took, the foam wrapper, and I just put duct tape around it and made it into a little pouch, just to give it a bit of strength. So the first thing I have in here is Embersol. This is for your gums when you have severe pain in your gums. A little bit of Embersol using a cotton bud, and just dab the gum. This is perfect. It does come, unfortunately, in a glass bottle, and I did ask the pharmacist would it be possible if I could transfer it to a plastic one, and she recommended that I leave it in a glass bottle for the integrity of the medicine. So I taped the glass bottle with just clear tape, bottom as well, just to prevent it from any accidental knocks or breaks, and not to just to maintain the integrity of the glass bottle itself. So Embersol liquid. Then I have some Aura gel in here. This is perfect for the base of your gums, or a specific tooth that is that is in severe pain. The Embersol you can use on all the entire gum itself. This one is usually on the base of the tooth. That's where it targets the pain. And then I have clove oil. Again, this is in a glass bottle, so I've taped it. Clove oil is perfect. It's different to Embersol, but it's for less severe pain, and it's good. It can be used, but it can be used if you have an infection as well. Because some people, this contains alcohol, so some people may not want to use the Embersol one. So this one doesn't contain any alcohol. So there are 2 different options. If you have an allergic reaction to it or something, then you can use clove oil. So that goes in there. And then I have a cleaner antibacterial wipe, just to clean your hands before you do anything in your mouth. I have Bungella gel for adults. Obviously, any of the medicine that I mention here, just make sure that don't just buy the medicine that I have. Make sure that you speak to a pharmacist or your dentist and get the correct one for you, because sometimes some medication isn't effective enough, or sometimes you might have a reaction to some medication. So don't buy any of the medication that you see that someone else might have, but ask your pharmacist, I want to create a dental kit at home, what kind of pain medication is suitable for me as an individual, and that's the best thing. And then if you're making one for children, make sure that you mention any problems your child might have or anything, or the age of the child. So this one is for me, so just make sure that you don't just buy these medicines and put it into yours. Make sure that you consult a proper pharmacist and a registered pharmacist and a dentist, because that way then you'll only invest in things that are good and practical for your purposes. So Bungella, this is for mouth ulcers. If you get a mouth ulcer, my skin is quite weak, so just in case I have Bungella. And then I have something which I used quite a lot in the past few months ago. When I had some toothache, I used salt, just normal salt. Yeah, I'll do this instantly. This is just a standard toothbrush and some toothpaste. The reason I have this in here, other than obviously I have a toothbrush and so on, but the reason I have a dedicated one in here is that if you ever end up if your tooth gets knocked out, or you have some sort of problem with your gum when you're away from dental care, you can clean up your mouth with water and saline, and sort of use the clove oil and so on, the Aura gel. But you don't want to put, just in case you still missed some blood somewhere in your teeth, you don't want to get that infected blood onto your normal toothbrush, so you can just use a disposable one and then get rid of this. So that's why I keep a separate toothbrush in my dental kit, and it's just for that practical purpose of if there's blood in my mouth or something, I wouldn't want to use my main one, just in case that blood is from a tooth that is infected or something like that. So it just adds a bit of security, and it doesn't add weight or anything. So I find that to be quite a practical thing to do. And then I have some gloves in here again for that thing that if you ever have blood in your mouth, or you ever have any type of dental problem, then you can wear gloves. Or alternatively, if you're helping someone else, then you definitely need to wear gloves. And then I do have I've only got 2 sachets left because I used quite a lot of them when I had dental pain. The reason I got these ones was because they're sort of individually wrapped, and if you clean your hand, wash it and clean it, and then use the antibacterial wipe and just air dry your hand, you can actually just use the salt in here and rub it into your gums, and that the fresh salt rubbed into your gums acts as a very, very mild numbing agent. And because salt, I mean, I don't really know if people have any allergies to salt. I'll ask my sister, I'll ask one of my sisters to see. But I don't know. But I don't know. Do people have allergies to salt? I mean, it's a stupid question, but I'd rather ask a stupid question than try and say that I know everything, because I don't. So, but luckily I don't have any allergies to salt. So I just rubbed it into my gum. Around the tooth. It was I think it was just the tooth before my wisdom tooth, my molar, and I just rubbed the salt in, and I rubbed about 2 of these sachets in a day, and it helped quite a lot, and it actually got rid of the pain, and I didn't need to go to the dentist. So salt is definitely something that I would recommend. And then the cotton buds, they can be used to apply the clove oil or the Embersol, or spread the Oragel, or even the Bungella. And then or it can be used to sort of bite on just to get some blood out or clean your tooth or something like that. So that's just my basic dental first aid kit, just to relieve problems if I have any dental toothache, especially when I'm travelling. This usually always stays in my suitcase because I always travel with my suitcase whenever I go. And usually my travels are quite far abroad, but obviously I'm not travelling anymore because I'm housebound, because I'm quite disabled now, but I still keep sort of a ready capability. And I mean, I had to use this at home a few months ago, so I always do keep a packed suitcase. And the fun thing about it is that whenever I need something in an emergency, I know where it is, and the suitcase is always in my room, so it just keeps like a morale thing for me that I have a go capability, and I have all my stuff in there. So a lot of people, I see a lot of packing videos which just talk about putting in a shirt or a dress in your suitcase and you're ready to go, but no one ever mentions a proper first aid kit or a dental kit, because they always assume that wherever one goes you will have access to dental care and on-call dental care, or because they're traveling business class or something. Personally, I think that is, people who say that haven't been far enough. Let's just say that they haven't been far enough away from medical care. Unfortunately, I have been far away from medical care, so I've got the bruises. So yeah, I mean, I always have first aid kits. I mean, for dental first aid, I definitely recommend that you check with your dentist and your pharmacist and make a little bag. I mean, the contents of this aren't really expensive. You can probably buy them for about say between $10 and $15, or about £10-12 maybe. These two are I think this one's usually the most expensive, Bungella. And then this just comes in boxes anyway, so you can just take some stuff out. But I mean, it's definitely worth having. And salt sachets, I'm actually going to order more salt sachets. I don't want to put normal salt into a little bag. I'm going to order them. I think you can order them off Amazon or something, or a catering supply, or a stationery shop which does office stuff. And these are brilliant because it's just individually wrapped packets, and it's just perfect for this. And I usually have about 10 in here, but I only have 2 left because I did use them. So yeah, that was my dental kit. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them below in the comment box, and I'd love to interact with you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Sorry, one more thing. If one of your tooth ever falls out, this was something that I learnt. You should totally put it into like a container, and be on your way to the hospital or something. If you put the tooth into the container, and you spit into the tooth, the spit into the container with a lot of saliva, your own saliva, that will actually protect the tooth. It might help you. That was just one of the things that I learnt. Luckily I didn't have to do it, but one person I know actually did, and he knew. I think his girlfriend is a dentist, and she had told him that, and he passed it on to me. And they were actually able to replant that tooth in, and yeah, it worked. So if by any chance your tooth falls out or it's knocked out, immediately put it into some sort of container, even if it's a little bag, and spit into the bag. Generate spit into your mouth and spit into the bag, and that will look after the enzymes in the spit. Will protect the teeth until you get into dental care. And if you have ice, put the bag or the container in ice. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and if I remember anything else, I'll put it down below. But yeah, definitely go ahead and comment, and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye.